Hello everyone, this is Luke again, and welcome back to yet another Ninjago video onto the channel today. Um, this is a video to basically finally shut up all those people who are constantly complaining about this. But a while ago, I watched a Tanner Fishy's video about how Kai's aquaphobia could play into season 15, or C-Band if you want to call it that. And he said how the aquaphobia thing has been very inconsistent, but it has much more meaning behind it. And if you're wondering, what the hell is aquaphobia? Well, it's the fear of water. It's basically, you're afraid of water. This water. That I'm going to drink some right now because I need to stay hydrated. It's hot as fuck over here where I'm recording this because the air conditioning is pretty much non-existent. Because it broke. But anyway, I agree with what he said. I agree. His aquaphobia thing is kind of weird. Like, the first time we see him with water is season 2, where he just kind of says, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna swim over to Ninjago City if it's the last thing I do. And he kind of just gets a little bit, and then he just kind of says, and that's it. But then all of a sudden, he's just afraid of it, I guess. He's afraid of it. Which is kind of weird, considering we don't know what caused him to feel this way, and I don't think we know, even to this day. I don't think we really will truly know what caused this little fear of his. But that's not the reason for today's video. The reason I'm talking about this aquaphobia is that there's more meaning to it in my eyes. Oops. There you go. There's more meaning to this aquaphobia thing in my eyes. And personally, it made me think about it. So basically, what Tanner said in that video is that Kai's true fear is not him being afraid of water, but being weak and not being able to defend his loved ones. And that is Kai's true fear. His biggest fear is that he doesn't want to feel weak. He wants to protect those who he loves. That's a defining trait of his character. And I really love that. And when I thought about it, I was thinking, when I thought about Kai having aquaphobia, it just does not line up. It didn't line up because usually when you have a fear, something triggers it, or there has to be some sort of bad traumatic memory in order for it to become a fear. Whereas, I mean, we could have, but as far as we know, it doesn't, considering it most likely it has taken off screen. Yeah, and we know that Kai has a very bad ability to swim. And don't get me wrong, having a bad ability to swim definitely can heighten that fear. But I truly believe Kai does not have aquaphobia. I feel like it's more of a symbolization of his true fear, which, as I said before, is him not being weak. Because he kind of uses his powers as a crutch, almost. And now I'm gonna get a bunch of the haters saying, well, what about like him in season 5? That's the main argument of the honorable Kai versus the whiny Kai, quote unquote. Because the honorable Kai, even without his powers, still fought for him. Yeah, I feel like this is a weird little if mess up on Hageman's part. I feel like they didn't really know too much about Kai's true fear at that point because it was 2015. I really think Kai's true fear wasn't really established all that much until season 8. And that's when people started to say his Kai kind of went downhill. But to me, this is where Kai actually became better as a character. He actually became better. And then there's the scene that a lot of people don't like, and that is Kai just kind of resisting to give his powers up for Lloyd. And again, this is where the fear comes in. Well, I don't think actually no. I think it's more or less he was thinking logically. He and I think it also has something to do with the fear as well. But the reason I think he kind of is a little to giving him his powers is not because he doesn't care for Lloyd. Of course he does. Of course he does. But because he knows that they don't stand a chance against Garmadon without their powers. He knows that. And I'm just being honest here. It was good characterization of that part. Especially when Nia said Ninja never quit and Kai replies with Ninja don't last forever. Which I really, really liked because it's perfectly describes us because we're the fan base is known as the ninja in my opinion, or the ninjas, whatever you want to call them, and we're not going to last forever because it's impossible. And to me, the perfect showcase of Kai's true fear of him being weak is season 11 with his powerless arc. This is why I love this arc so much because it perfectly showcases Kai's true fear of him being weak, him not being able to defend other people, especially when you look at Boreal attacking the villagers. He couldn't save anyone, and he feels like shit. He feels like absolute shit that he couldn't stop them. And he tried. He absolutely tried. He gave it his best. It just wasn't enough. And that's why I like that arc. That's why I like it so much and I truly think it's an underrated arc, even in the disaster that was season 11 Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. It was one of the bright spots in it for me. And personally, I do not think Kai is ruined. I personally think I do think he went through a very, very radical change in development, but it was one change that, when looked at on the surface, it looks like it's completely crap. But when you look into it, it makes perfect sense. But what do you guys think about this? Do you believe that Kai's true fear is him becoming weak? And if so, does this now make you question whether Kai was ruined or not? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button, and click on the notification button to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye bye!